So,
You're very slick.
there aren't a lot of places in the world where, I know Eddie's checking the river.
No, we're good. We got time.
We swear. Okay, there aren't a lot of places like this in the world. And you made this place your dream, right here. Okay. And Witch Light happened because of that. And I don't know if any of you knew each other before this place, but I did. And I bet 100 people anyway, never knew each other. And at the center of that vortex of friendship and caring between people who usually can't find that, I'll speak for myself, is Witch Light. And that is because Abby had a dream.
I'm speaking a little, I'm taking your spotlight. My memory has not been the greatest, but neither has hers. But I will say, one thing that I do know is that you have brought a lot of happiness to her in a time where she really needed it.
No.
So I greatly appreciate you and Witch Light for doing that. Because she more recently got out of a heart attack and then was confined home and terribly bored.
Not for long, you're not gonna be bored.
And then she found this place and she's like, okay, I'm going to Witchy store. And I'm like, the what store? The Witchy store. The what
Because I couldn't
store?
remember the name of it. It was Witch Dance, it was Witch Song, it all started with Witch.
I love that.
And, yeah.
And so I kept hearing about, I'm going to Witchy store. And I'm like, okay, I hope you have fun. And I heard all sorts of great things and that you were very fun and that she enjoyed the people here. And while this is my first time and while this place is obviously a shell of what it was because things have moved, I can already tell that this place and the people here, it was terribly important and it's terribly good. I can feel that in the air here. And everyone is having a good time and I'm having a good time. And that's because you made this place and now we're all here. And while this is the end of an era, the goodness shall remain.
The goodness shall remain.
Goodness shall remain. Abby threw a stone in the pond of reality. That stone was Witch Light Water. The ripples have changed each one of us, and its ripples will never end. Witch Light was, Witch Light is, and Witch Light will always be.
Can I say something?
Please, anybody can.
Yeah.
I know that I was sad at first because I expected, just because of how I've experienced things, when this went, that everything would go. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. And I'm excited for everything that comes next and after this.
I appreciate so much my confidence that you two specifically are in it with us. I was talking about it this morning in the living room. I've been talking about you in the living room a lot these last few weeks. And oh my God, have I been talking about you. So just what an incredible group. And also, it's so fun to have people that I don't expect to care so much show up. So just thank you, everyone. I knew a couple. I knew you beforehand.
Just a little bit.
And that's literally it. The reason that I made Witch Light a community space was because our entire friend group moved away. And I didn't have any since college. It was just Jake and I against the world 2 years ago, and every person that I loved, I have met within the last 2 years, unless I birthed them or they birthed me. So it's been a really incredible 2 years, and I'm so confident that I am going to keep meeting more and more people that I get to love forever. So thanks, guys.
Forever.
Forever.
This is just the end of one Witch Light. There'll always be Witch Light.
I keep having the thought that I did like I discovered here because I used to work across the street at Totally. And one of my coworkers mentioned place. And I was like, which store close by that sells art too? That's great. That's incredible. I have to go check that out now. And then I met Abby and everyone here. And I have the occasional but repetitive thought that if I did get more out of that job, but if I got nothing else out of that job, I got everyone here.
When I was on a trip when you found Witchlight, and I was really worried that, because I was hanging out with your girlfriend without you, you were gonna be really lonely. So it made me really happy to hear that you found a place like this. And I don't think I realized that much before I had it, that I also probably did need a place like this, where I've never really thought of myself as being invited to a place, but it's nice to have a place where it's like a standing invitation that I can be there and be wanted to be there.
Hell yeah.
That's a great way to put it. Standing invitation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Of course.
So growing up in this town, it was always a very special time in any day of my life that I would go to Granite State Candy. Growing up, I've had friends that have lived in the apartment above, like my friend Sam Brown in June. We used to bring a lot of life to this place, and that was 15 years ago. And Granite State was when I was growing up, and I've seen different epochs of places coming and going, but the standing invitation to come and feel so invited was something that hadn't happened since I would say I was a very small child. Going just to the candy store just to pick out candy, it was that was the big thing back when I was younger. And when I hadn't seen Brittany since high school, and Timmy and I were getting back and reconnecting, and I had lost contact with Timmy. If it wasn't for Brittany showing me Granite, coming and walking me, walked by me with Brody, and I hadn't seen her literally in about 20 years.
Yeah.
She invites me to Granite State Candy, and the next thing she does, she brings me in here. And it became an outlet for me to come and because I'm always trying to do the same thing. Your mission seemed to be something that I've always done, trying to help other people and trying and this was one of the first and only places in my adult life, especially in this town that I love so much, I've watched go through so many different phases where somebody actually believed in me and really would yeah, just come on in, bring what you got, what do you have, oh, can you exchange, we can network, and I can help you, do so much. And it's it's done a lot for me to be able to help other people too and send them your way. And it was just an amazing thing. And I would like to say this is probably the most positive I've seen this building in 36 years that I've been here.
Wow.
That is impressive.
And
Jeez, yeah.
it was only like I said, I can't, you were saying, you can't wait to see what's coming up next. It's just a small little I don't know, ripple in the pond, a little stone got thrown in, and we're gonna see where the wave goes and where it lands. And it's gonna bring water, it's gonna bring fresh life to the next spot, and it's gonna be right down the road at Bicentennial Square.
Right? We'll find it.
Which I got some great stories about that.
Oh.
So I'm excited. I as sad as I was, the other day when I walked by and I was like, "You're cool." What? I'm like, "No." And so I was like, I have so much more stuff to bring. So now it's almost like you're gonna be able to do more at Bicentennial because it's gonna be so open. More people are gonna be able to just walk through and see it.
I said it this morning to my husband, which was that we had outgrown this container.
Yes.
And we've known that.
Oh,
And we
nice.
sort of are walking into the biggest fucking container there is, which is just the rest of the world. So we're gonna figure that out, but
So which light has
yeah.
You're going
That's
from a
lovely.
tank to the ocean.
Yeah.
You're blooming. Yeah.
So I don't know what we're talking about though.
Well, I'm gonna do a distribution at Bicentennial, so I'm still gonna do my outreach. We're gonna have, hopefully, Temple still meeting for a potluck, and also rituals at White Park, just 2 blocks down the road. All the things that we're doing now.
I
we're
got
gonna
some
still
connections,
do.
I can hook you up with Sherry Burbank, she works for the rec department, I used to coach soccer there.
Incredible.
So she'll be able to, oh, you should talk with Brian Tremblay.
Oh, I would love to talk to Brian Tremblay.
Oh,
Brian and I go way back.
Oh, you know Brian?
Well, Brian with me. I'm a menace. We'll talk about science
so am I.
later.
He's a great avenue, he's gonna be able to point you in the right direction.
I'll be nicer to him.
Him and his wife run the, the zoning,
Yeah.
like everything at town hall.
Planning
Tim
board.
was the one that sent me his way.
Oh, yeah. He's a good one. I'll be
Brian's a gem. He's a
It's actually really cool to hear that you're still gonna be doing stuff, because that's not something I knew, and I don't think that's something you
No,
knew.
I really wasn't aware.
We just knew that the place was closing, and so we're like, okay, we need to do something. And you talked about a send-off, and we're like, okay, we're doing the send-off.
Where our plan is to grow into something that does not rely completely on me incepting it. And
Right.
so
Yeah,
at the end of August, I'm going to do a grand reopening at my home. And that is where you'll find your new standing invitation.
that is
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
Uh,
fantastic.
The only caveat is that I'm not the only person that lives there. And so sometimes other people might not want people there.
That's fair.
And because I don't live alone, I have to respect that. But for Abby, it's a standing invitation, and there's a yard, and so that's that. But mostly, I need a break, and so I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna reinstate new "Here's What's Up" on the 31st of August, hopefully. And then we'll know, what are we doing for Temple, and when are the things happening at White's Park, and
Oh, there's
all of that.
plenty of stuff for the winter at White's Park that you
Yeah,
can do.
there's so
Like-
much stuff happening over there already, but we're gonna put some stuff together, hopefully, just for our Temple group. Because we've been trying to meet here, and that weekly meeting, I think I'm missing really a lot.
That's another part of why I love Witchlight so much, is it just showed me that you can just do things. And who's to say why you can't?
That's
Just do it anyway, start doing it, and you don't need permission.
Hell yeah, direct
Yeah.
action is really, really valuable.
Yeah.
Direct
Something
action
this
is
town's been missing
important.
is
Yeah.
it almost feels like we were getting back on track to where it was 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Where we should have kept going down that trajectory, but then something happened where like you were saying, it hit the wall, the way people were getting, nobody went with it, and it seems like this town got way more closed off over the last 15 years, and I feel like the next thing we need is a witch to light the next flame.
That's what's up. The direct action Abby is a whole different beast because I don't have to play nice. I can just show up and do whatever the fuck I want
Yes.
all the
Yeah.
time.
The network, and the more you network, the stronger behind the.
Right, and
you got a
then
village
Brian
behind
shows
you
up,
now.
he's not mad at me like he usually is. Then Brian-
You know, the hardest thing you're ever gonna have to do is just sit there and make a decision. God knows I am an indecisive mess. But when it comes to people already being here, I am a little more direct from there. But I have difficulty getting things started.
That is so good too.
So getting things started, always the
that's-
first step. That's always the most difficult part. So.
Always
I can get it started. Follow through's real tough on this end, so I'll pass it on as soon as I'm
I
ready.
will follow through wherever.
There should be a
I just can't
jamboree.
start shit.
Coming up next month, I think you should talk to Tim about that, because that will be at White's Park, and they do it's like a big outreach jamboree.
Oh, perfect.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
And Kaylee's the outreach specialist for.
Oh, the phone number you gave me.
Yes.
Nice.
All right,
What's up?
so,
Oh,
you
hold
have
on.
something to say about Witchlight?
Well, I came here because this is where they were doing the tabletop games now.
Yeah.
Ah,
And I met a bunch of cool people through these tabletop games, including you.
That's
All right.
what's up.
Yeah, take
So
time
now-
forever.
All of that said,
I have one more.
Go ahead.
I wrote it and I wasn't gonna say it out loud. I was just gonna burn it, but I'm gonna read it now. Thank the space for all it gave. We borrowed it, stewarded it, and cared for it well, but now we get to give it back. Thank you. And I'm just gonna fold it back up how I had it, and I'm gonna burn it in a little barn hole.
Okay.
And then, if you're planning to proceed, then I won't interrupt you again, I promise.
I can be interrupted.
I just want to say something real quick. I don't want to be the only one to say anything. I think the amount of just growth I've been able to achieve from simply being in this space is stupendous. And that's because this place provided safety to be oneself. Me not masking is not a thing. And I am now in life and in here, only in like a year of me being here. And what I found super cool was like I found this place when your husband beat up a Nazi. And I come in here with my friend
Love it.
and he's getting fixed up by someone helping him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the one who was standing up to those. And I'm like, I have to be in here. I have to be in this space. I want to be in this space. And that's protecting the community.
Yes.
And this space provides safety. And like, I'm a child development person, and everyone has an inner child. You never stop working with your inner child ever. And so child development absolutely applies to being an adult. And you can't grow unless there's a certain level of baseline needs met, and safety is one of them. And that's what you've provided here. And you've allowed people to be imperfect and grow and learn. It doesn't mean everybody did, but you provided the opportunity, and you gave people the opportunity to show up for themselves. And that is an amazing gift that not enough people are willing to give, because it requires emotional sacrifice on your part, and you provided it. And but many people, and a lot of people who aren't here tonight are for the better of it. So thank you for making that. Thank you.
So part of today's ritual is making Abby cry.
I know.
But cry for happy, not like, well, mostly, I guess. So, now, there are things a little out of order here, and the reason why I'm going to say this is because we're not going to, you're supposed to say thank you to the quarters and the elements at the end. And I recommend that you do that now, because the drum circle could get loud, and you may want to not tone down to that afterwards. Okay? So, try to keep energy on upswing in these little 10 days. Okay.
Alright, you were 5, correct?
I think,
Yes.
Yep.
Start.
Center and Spirit, we are honored by your presence tonight. Thank you for joining us. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
This is that way.
Straight ahead.
This way. Okay.
Yeah, we for the other.
To the north and earth, we were honored by your presence tonight. Thank you for joining us. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
To the west. West and water, we were honored by your presence tonight. Thank you for joining us. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
South and Fire, we were honored by your presence tonight. Thank you for joining us. Blessed be.
Blessed
be. And east and air, we were honored by your presence tonight. Thank you for joining us. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Now we gotta make some noise. Need a lot of noise. So what we need is people that are willing to make noise. Anyone?
Yes.
So you got one person noise?
I like noise. Yeah.
You only have one.
Yeah, I'll.
That's very good.
Yeah, I mean, not coordinated. Not coordinated. I'm just teasing.
I've actually never done this with camera.
You don't want to just need to have fun.
How much are we talking?
All of it.
All of it.
I was hoping the cops would come, but I don't know if that's.
Oh, yeah, I was actually, there was a car crash on my way down here. You know, yeah.
Call ahead.
I'm like, this is sparking so many memories from like elementary school.
In a really nice way, by the way. My favorite thing that we ever got to do at Prism was when we first got there, the grand opening. Right, it was my favorite time ever there because we had a drag show. But before the drag show, we had a family-friendly grand opening where a bunch of us got a little bit too into air hockey. I kept that air hockey table. There will be air hockey in this show again, and we'll get too into it. So.
Yeah.
So far, here's how the stories have evolved a little bit in the last just few minutes. So your husband beat up a Nazi.
Yeah.
And then you patched him up apparently. And
That
then
was the
Stephanie,
second day I'd been there. It was crazy.
right? So
Yeah.
then there was that, and then there was the hockey debacle, where people just got way out of hand.
And then after hockey, you did drag.
So here's half the room. And this half of the room is going to yell the word witch. And that half of the room is going to yell the word light. The idea is to see who can be loud. I know this side's going to win, but I didn't
Why
want
are you
to.
looking at me like that? Don't point at me.
Is
You-
it Sunday?
you shattered
We're
glass.
okay.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Okay, now, so what's going to happen after that is it's going to morph into a drum circle. Hopefully without a train wreck. Okay, you ready?
We'll see how this goes.
We're going to wait for Abby though, because
I'm ready.
are you actually lighting the building on fire? What are you doing?
Oh, little candles.
Little candles.
Birthday candles.
Yeah.
You have? Yeah, I saw you have like just a packet of birthday
candles.
Oh, yeah, I have birthday candles.
Well, we want you to be like, should we be over there with you saying something?
No. I might light the building on fire if I'm not careful. So I just
Oh.
gotta.
Oh, that is adorable.
We could
That's
get the
so
police
cool.
department, the fire department would too.
Oh, they're busy.
I think
You made sure.
I made sure.
Don't worry, guys, it's okay.
Alright.
Hey, spirit of fire, what?
Ready to
Oh,
fly.
don't you worry. I was looking right at it when I said spirit of fire.
Witch.
Witch.
Light.
Witch.
Light.